case, um, we somebody wants to listen to it later. Um, so, Yvette, why don't you take a minute or two and introduce yourself since you're our VIP today?
Uh, so sorry again.
Um, yes, thank you for asking. Uh, why don't you take a few minutes to introduce yourself, since
Oh,
you're our special new guest today?
introduce myself.
Yes.
Okay. Um, uh, okay. Wait a moment.
Hmm.
I freshman, and I 18 years old,
Hmm. Hmm.
and my major is applied physiology.
Applied what?
Applied physiology.
Physicology?
Yes, physiology.
You mean physiology?
Yes, physiology.
Okay,
It's
like
my
the
major.
the body, the how the body works, physiology.
Uh, of physiology.
Oh, you mean physicology? Physical. Can you say the word in Chinese and maybe Being can translate it. What is the word in Chinese?
OK，心理学。
心理学，
对，我
你不是觉得你说的好像是应用物理学吗
应用心理。
？Psychology，
耶，sorry。
Psychology?
psychology，
Oh,
Yes, yes.
psychology. Oh, psychology. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So it's a somewhat similar, a little bit similar to what I do. You know,
Oh,
I'm not a psychologist, but I have many psychologists who have been my customers or my clients. Okay. And
wow. OK.
so, and I think I know a fair amount about different types of psychology, like CBT and Gestalt psychology and biocentric psychology and, of course, Freudian psychology, so it's very, very fascinating. Do you like
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yes.
Okay, okay.
OK.
Mhm. Eh,
And the reason the first I want to learn was to make my life more intelligent and more profound.
You want your life to be more intelligent and more profound.
Yes, and beside on this, I would then use my own strength to help others.
Okay. And then you could be a real help and contribution to others.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. That's, uh, and actually, even though I would like to even though I know you, I would like to hear your introduction. So you can introduce yourself to, Yvette and also to me.
OK，I'm I'm I um I'm 40 years old,
40. Okay. Hmm.
and I now I'm in Taiyuan, Shanxi
Okay.
province,
Hmm.
uh, and I graduated from my university, um, Xiangtan University
Hmm.
in Hunan province.
Hmm.
Uh, and my major is information management.
Okay.
And mm, I have I have been working almost for oh, maybe 14 years. And
How many
I
years?
went
Well, you
14
maybe you've
years.
been 14 years you've been working?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And uh, I have been to Beijing,
Hmm.
Shanghai,
Hmm.
Hangzhou, Nanjing,
Hmm.
and Kunming,
Hmm. Hmm.
Wow.
and etc. A lot of
Hmm.
Chinese cities.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Now I want to uh, rest. I want to have a rest for uh, 1 or 2 years.
You want to have a rest for 1 or 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you.
Then find a
Okay.
job
Okay.
to go
Okay.
to work.
Um, so just a little bit about Yvette, about myself. I'm now living in Da Nang, Vietnam. I live here for 2 years, and I lived in Shanghai for 9 years, and then I lived in Kunming, China for 12 years. Uh, and After 12 years in Kunming, I made a mistake. I moved to Colombia, South America. I lived there 1 year, but then I came back to Asia, and now I live in Vietnam for 2 years, and I love it here. Okay, and I'm a life coach. I have been a life coach for 38 years since 1987. Okay. And hello, Katrina. Katrina is joining us from Shanghai. She lives in Shanghai. I met her when I lived in Shanghai. So we're long-term friends. Maybe she'll come back in a minute here. Okay. Um,
Okay.
mhm. Of course, I'm originally from the USA, but I left the USA when I was 55, and I never I never go back. You know, I
Wow.
I
So,
like it. I love Asia. You know,
wow,
and
Asia.
yeah, I love Asia. Yeah. So I meant some Asian countries more than others. I really love. I like Japan, although it's too expensive. You know, and then
Yes.
China I really like, and now maybe it seems like Vietnam is the best country for me. You know, and so Katrina, are you there?
Hi, Dwight. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, nice to join the
Okay.
conference. So we have 4 people. Yeah.
Yes. Well, including me. Yes. I think
It's a
we're going to
very private.
have a small today. And by the way, Katrina, this is Yvette. Uh,
Hmm.
is that right to call you Yvette? Is that right? Okay. She's a freshman in university. It's her
Yes.
Wow.
first time to join us.
So
Mhm.
she is in the US now.
No, no, where you're in. What city are you
In
in, Yvette?
Hubei province.
Okay, got it. It's just yeah, the
Okay.
freshman. Yes.
And she's studying psychology.
Hmm.
Okay. So I know it's a little unusual, Yvette, but if you're open to it, if you have some life problem that you'd like to tell me about, then maybe we could talk about it and see if you might have create some new ideas about it. Would that be
Oh,
okay?
oh, yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So
okay.
so what would you like to be different in your life, Yvette?
I think is uh the lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah. Because for me, a college life is a new challenge. Especially my major is apply physical. How to
Psychology,
say?
psychology,
Yes,
psychology.
psychology,
Yeah.
psychology.
Hmm.
I learn more because in the school I learn more thorough. How to say? Let me think a moment. Sorry.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Learn more is in the book thing at school.
Hmm.
So I want to know how to expand some psycho and physiology practice activities um, in the life. And yes,
So you mentioned lifestyle. Are you saying you'd like to have a better lifestyle for yourself? Is that what you mean?
mm, the main is because we how to say
Hmm.
let me think a moment. Mm, as student, we the teacher teach our technology in school in book, so maybe a little hard to use is in the life and how to communicate with other people.
So, uh, you're learning the things in the books that the teacher teaches, and it's not clear to you how to apply this to your life and to your relationship with others. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hmm. Yes. When I was in the university, this was one of the problems I had too, because often the things they were teaching, I didn't say, how does this apply to everyday life, you know? It was hard for me to see, you know? And today, um, I mean, yes, there are some valuable things you can learn in the university, but the most valuable things you may find are outside the university. Um, that there's ideas, and today they're so easy to find out about with the internet, you know, and about, um, for example, relationships ideas, or that's what I yeah. If you go to my website, there's all sorts of everything is from a practical point of view. Yes, there are principles. Yes, there are ideas, but how to apply those? Your everyday life, how to be with people, how to communicate with them, how to have a relationships where both sides are happy, you know, and how to enjoy today and have a good tomorrow. See, usually we're so, oh, you must when you use the word challenge, maybe you don't mean challenge, maybe you mean struggle. Yeah. See, the it sounds a nice word, challenge, right? But it's not really a challenge. Oh, I'm so excited about this. No, it's not that type of challenge, right? It's like a
Yes,
struggle. Yes? So
yes,
to be able, yes, you can learn, but you can learn in a way that you love learning. You love the joy of learning and the process. Um, it's very rare in the schools that they focus on this. They just focus on the learning. They don't focus on enjoying the learning and learning about it in a way that you can say, "Oh, that's interesting." Oh, where you can see how it applies in your everyday life, or how you could, if you're going to help other people, how you might help them with those ideas. Okay, so
okay.
it's fine that you're in school, but um, you need to, I suggest you look um, larger than the school context, you know, and um, and get what you can, but focus on enjoy the process yourself. Because if you just study to get the grades, you're not studying for the joy of learning, right? You're just studying to get the grades to look good or please your parents or stuff like that, right? You know? But is it but are you loving the learning, and are you learning it deeply, not just on the surface so you can pass the test, you know? And
Yes.
so but most even the teachers have not done the even a lot of teachers, they're not even excited about what they're teaching. You know, I mean, when you find a teacher that is excited about what they're teaching, they can probably communicate that excitement and help you see a way. Oh my God, this is so interesting. You know, but those teachers are rare. They're not so common. Okay, uh, and it also has to be something that you're truly interested in too. Um, I remember when I was in high school, the person I thought I hated history, but
Oh my God.
today I don't. I actually love to learn about history, but it was because I had the most terrible history teacher. I'm sure he was totally bored with his life too, you know. But he was so terrible. He didn't try to make history interesting, or he just remember this date, remember this fact, you know. So so it's the passion for learning, Yvette, you know, to keep that alive. Um and if you're not careful, if you just focus, if you get into the system and you just put your primary focus on the grades, you know, and looking good to the teacher, or trying to keep up with your classmates, then you're going to miss out on the joy of learning, and also learning deeply, you know.
Okay.
What do you think?
Mm, my thing is enjoy the fun of learning and starting my major with enthusiasm.
Yeah. Um, you know, I love to read. I just love reading.
Oh,
And
me too, yes.
and and I read a lot of books, a lot of them related to psychology and this and that, you know, because I'm interested. But the thing, I have a very interesting rule about reading, because there's a lot of books, you know, I read on a Kindle, you know, like a Kindle reader, e-reader, you know. And so if I see a book I think I might like, you know, I will I will download a sample, like a sample of the book, like, you know, at the beginning. I'll start reading the sample. If after 10 minutes of reading, I'm I'm not I'm not interested. Like, if it isn't interesting after 10 minutes, I won't continue in the book. Okay? I'll go get another book
O-
that is interesting. You know, maybe I could learn something from that book, but it's so important to enjoy the learning part. So with books, if books have not been written in a way that, at least for me, oh my God, this is interesting. I wonder what's going to say next, or oh, what you know, how is he going to demonstrate this idea he has, you know? So. Um, So keep looking for different ways for you to enjoy the learning, you know? And so, um, and even if you may end up making lower grades, don't worry too much about your grades, okay?
Okay.
Focus on enjoying the learning, and also uh and also when you're learning, ask yourself, how could this apply to my life? How could this apply maybe to other people's lives, like issues or problems that they have, you know? Not
Yes.
not just the idea, but how to apply well, actually you're majoring in applied psychology, right? Applied. Okay, yeah. So how does it apply in the world? Okay.
Yes.
One to one with people, with other people, with yourself, and and so and 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 to try on the ideas and see if they work or not, you know. Um, but it's just you know you know. Do you know how old I am?
Oh, also sorry again.
Do you know what my age is?
Oh, agents. What is agents?
No, my age. How you're
Oh,
8 you're 18, right?
oh
Right?
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
I know.
I means 40.
Oh,
How old?
80,
Yeah. Yeah.
18.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I'm actually 81. Okay? But
Wow.
in my heart, I'm 3 years old. Okay? And life is just a big adventure, and learning this and curious about this and curious about that. So
Yes.
and so life is my playground and all these things to learn about and to try out and do. So keeping that young heart that just see for a 3-year-old child they're learning things all the time, and it's fun. The trouble is you put them in school and then then we don't think learning is fun anymore.
Yes.
you know but
Yes.
so to keep learning fun all your life. And, yeah, maybe you go to school, but school is just the beginning. When I actually got out of school, that's when I started to really learn. When I got out of school, I started learning a lot more when I got out than trying to do it the standard school way. And
Yeah.
I don't mean that you can't get stuff out of school. I'm not trying to say school doesn't have value, okay? But be careful. It's just there for you. You're not there for it. It's there for you to maybe see what you can use and leave the rest alone. Go your own way. You know, this is your life. You know, the beginning. Your beginning of Yvette's life, right? Always
Yes,
the
right.
beginning. Even though I'm 81, I'm always just beginning. I'm just beginning my life at 81. Just
Yes,
beginning.
just beginning. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. What do you think?
Mm, I think my life has many possible to try to open my eyes, such as travel, to look more books, to um, with more people become friends. Yes, looking all over the world.
Yeah.
So I
Yep.
think my my life will very mm, very good and great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the world, just in your mind, just think the world is put here just for me. Everything is just here for me, to play with, to work with, to other people, like somehow I am here for you, okay? Somehow I just
Okay.
show up in your life for you, okay? So
Okay.
and sure, I mean, other people will get value, but you focus on taking care of yourself, and being, yeah, and and um, and you want to, of course, you want to help others too, but always taking care of yourself at the same time. Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so any other questions? Do you have any other questions?
Oh, no year, no year.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Good. So, I don't. Do you know about my website?
No year.
Okay. Well, on the WeChat, ask me so I can give you my web. Because go to my website. I think find many
Okay.
great resources there. Okay. I've been I've been working with my website since 2018. It's got it's got probably almost 2,000 pages, you know, about almost everything. You want to know about guilt, you can learn about guilt. You want to know about resentment, you can learn about. You want to learn about joy, happiness, it's all there. Okay?
Okay.
All right, good. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Um, Bean, are you there? Can you turn on your audio?
Okay.
You said you want to take a 2-year holiday?
Uh, yes.
Okay. Why don't we see how to make that happen? Is that okay? Do you think we could have fun doing that?
Uh, I just uh, live free myself.
Say again?
I just leave myself free.
Free. So I'm not quite sure I understand. Do you see is there any problems? When are you going to start your holiday?
Uh, I I mean that I uh, don't work in
I
the
know, okay.
company.
So are you working now?
No.
Oh, you already quit. Oh, you already
Yeah.
quit. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you quit?
Uh, a few months.
Okay, so a few months. So how do you like it since that time?
I really enjoy my life.
Okay, good. Okay, good. And and you plan to do maybe another year or so, you're going to do this and have fun with this, right?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So
Mhm.
is there anything you'd like to any problem you could give me today? Anything we could talk about with you today?
Problem. Mm, uh, I mm, because I'm free now, so there's just no purpose.
Okay, so when you're free, you don't have any problems. Is that what you mean?
No. I have no purpose.
Oh, no purpose. Okay, so maybe the
So
problem is there's no purpose, right?
yes, sometimes
Okay,
in vain.
sure. Okay, I think
Sometimes in vain.
I think I maybe understand that. There's a there's a book I read about happiness, and the author gave the best definition of happiness that I know about. And he said happiness has two parts. One, that you're sort of happy now, like doing like in the moment, like you're happy doing, maybe you're happy watching a movie, or you're happy even, like I'm very happy now talking with you, okay? So I'm happy right now, in whatever I'm doing. So that's part of happiness. But the other part of happiness is that you have some things you want to create. Something you're playing a game to have something be different in the future, you know?
Yeah.
uh, you're putting things out into the future that you're going to take maybe some actions on, maybe daily or on a regular basis to move those forward. So you have a sense of going something, of creating something, you know, that you think is important or is of value in the world, So,
for
uh,
future.
yes, a sense of purpose. Yeah, you still enjoy the process. That's very important, okay? But in
Yeah.
order to have a process implies moving towards something, right? Like you have a process of like exercising every day. Okay, so you're moving towards keeping your body in shape, and or you have a process of maybe you want to learn a new language. So you're every day maybe you're spending 15 minutes, that. So you got a process, but also it's moving towards getting to a point where maybe you can chat with some people in that language, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So
I
if you just have none of that, if you don't have anything out in the future like that, life can get sort of boring.
yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
another thing to just watch another video or so, it's sort of boring, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the other part of happiness. And yeah, it's great to have this leisure that you have, okay? But but it's it can't
Meaningless.
yeah, it tends to get feeling meaningless, right, after a while, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the sense of meaning comes from having something that you're going towards, okay? Yeah,
Yes.
maybe it's a risk. You don't know whether you're going to get there or not, but you're willing to take the chance, and having it can be many things, like just like a very simple thing. Living in Vietnam, one of my every 90 days, I have to leave the country and come back to get my visa, keep my visa,
Oh,
okay? So usually I just fly to Bangkok and back in one day to do that. But this time I decided I want to make it more interesting. So I'm going to fly to Cambodia. Okay. And I actually went to Cambodia maybe about 18 years ago. I don't know how long ago. I went there and I remember enjoying my time there at the time. Okay. But it's been a long time since I've been to Cambodia, you know. But it's not very far, I bought a round trip ticket, and it cost just about $240 round trip, you know, and I'm gonna I'm not gonna be there very long, but I'm gonna be there 2 full days. I'm gonna fly in on Friday and be there all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and I'll fly back on a Monday. So, but it's something, and I'm gonna be doing that in 2 weeks from now. Okay. So I've already got my airline ticket booked. I've already got my hotel booked. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'm sure I'll find a lot of interesting things to do, in the time I'm there. A new place, new country, different types of
yeah.
people. So yeah, you could say it's a small thing, but it's something in the future. It's something you're looking forward to. Okay.
Yes.
And every day I have my clients that I talk with. I've got my schedule. I mean, I'll just share with you just so you sort of know what I'm talking about here. But just a second here. So see, this is my schedule next week. Okay. So by the way, Yvette, I'm a very early bird. I get up at 2 a.m. in the morning. so I've been awake this morning since almost 2 a.m. So here are see this is one of my clients. It's actually 3 p.m. This is an American client. And so it's 3 p.m. his time on the previous day. And this is another client I'm talking with. And this is another, so all of these, well, this is a friend I'm actually talking with. but the other ones are clients. So these are 30-minute Zoom sessions that I'm having with clients in America. This happens to be on Tuesday, okay? So every one of these people, I'm looking forward to talking with them, and yeah, I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about in those sessions, you know, but they're
Mm.
but they they get enough value from talking with me and sharing with me the issue that maybe they're having that day. Maybe they're feeling overwhelmed, or they got upset or they had an upset with somebody, But
Mm.
and I usually can, in conversation with them, I usually can help them see something they didn't see before. So those are things that I'm looking forward to. It's not, if I had just completely nothing in the day, I mean,
Yes.
sure, it's nice to have some leisure, but not that much leisure. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
you've heard me say this before, Ibeen. People sometimes ask me if I'm busy. I say I'm leisurely busy. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I have extra time, extra buffer. I under promise. So in that way, I can really enjoy, even when I'm doing things, I can really enjoy just doing that, and being that. And then I know later I have other things. So so I don't know about what to put in your life. It's going to be different for each person. You have to start to think, hey, what are some things? I don't know if you have an interest in, even if it's just in learning a language or something, but something that would stimulate your mind or move. Sometimes people like to do physical things. They like to do things like gardening, or I'm not that way, okay? That's not
Okay.
for me. But for a lot of people, it is gardening. They love doing their gardening. It's something they look forward to. And yeah, it has results. Oh, I was just talking with a lady. Oh, she had these extra apples off her tree. She got to give them or extra vegetables out of her garden, and she got to give them to her neighbors. And that's a pleasure for her to be able to work in her garden. So it could involve physical, it could involve mental, or even both. Uh, so what
Yeah.
types of things do you think you might create some? I don't know. You might call them a project or a practice, or you know, uh, some routines, even fitness routines you might look forward to, um, or learning, or reading, or writing. What?
I now I living in living somewhere near the public library. So
Okay.
I often go to um, go to see book. How to say reading.
Okay, so you
Do
go to the public
some
library
reading.
and read. Okay, good. Okay,
Yes.
so you enjoy that, and is that something you look forward to every day, or once a week, or how often?
Mm, almost every day.
Okay, good. And
I read the how to say the famous works.
okay, so you get pleasure out of reading the famous literature or works of famous people.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And
So that's mhm.
every morning, almost every morning, I run for a while.
Okay. So do some
Uh,
running. Okay. Mhm.
yeah, do
Yeah.
some running near the river. There's a river in the
Mhm.
city.
That's very nice. Okay. So
Yeah.
those are great, and those are good. What I call those practices, like a practice, something you do, and maybe it doesn't have like specific result. I maybe you say, okay, I want to read this book, and so you do get the result of reading the book. Okay, uh,
Yes.
but you might want to consider some project or something to do that has more of a something that you're building on. Like if you decide to, just as an example, you decide to learn a new language, okay? So
Mm.
so that means, you have a practice. Yes, maybe you spend so many minutes a day, but over time you're going to get better and better in that language, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
or
uh,
go ahead.
mm, uh, I I thought I mm, learn the Spanish
Spanish.
language,
Okay, okay.
but only for maybe a month.
Okay.
A month later, I mm, I just give up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a mistake.
Well, the mistake may be someplace else. Maybe you didn't find a way to enjoy the learning. See, a lot of times we don't think about. When I was talking to Yvette, the importance of enjoying the process. So to design the learning of the language so you enjoy the process, because if you're just doing it for the end result, and it's not going fast enough, and it's boring. Yeah, you're going to give up, right? But if you can, but so that's if you're going to, the first thing to do after you decide some result, find a way to enjoy the journey. Okay, like
Yes.
sometimes with language, I recommend with language to say watch like Spanish, watch a Spanish movie for maybe 15 minutes and try to hear the words and speak back. Hear the words, speak back. But only 15 minutes. That could just be fun if you just 15 minutes, right? You know?
Yes.
But if you watch the same Spanish movie again and again, listen, speak back, listen, speak back, listen, speak back, probably your Spanish will get better and better step by step, and and you can and it's easy to keep going. I'm just giving you that as a possible idea, okay? Uh,
Okay.
but enjoying the journey is so important, and then you don't have to worry about being persistent. You don't have to push yourself. Pushing yourself will not work very long. And
Yes.
you'll just give up. Wow, who wants this? Too hard.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yes. Maybe I need to find a more maybe a more interesting method
yeah,
or
yeah,
way.
yeah. You find an interesting method or way. Um,
Mm.
one of the ways that I enjoy doing things, I think you've heard me tell a story before, is I have somebody else, maybe if I'm working on something that's a little bit boring to me, I'll have one of my uh, cute Vietnamese assistants sit beside me and watch me. Okay. And hey, if a young, cute Vietnamese assistant is listening to me and watching me, I can enjoy about anything. Okay. Now, that's just me. Maybe it wouldn't work for you. Okay. But
Uh,
that's a way I get myself to enjoy some things that wouldn't otherwise be interesting to me. I even do my exercises that way. I have them look at me exercising. Yay, yay, Dwight. You know. So you can experiment with, but find a way to enjoy the process. Yeah, you want to set, so it could be Spanish or something else. So, but then, and then, so do you understand the principle? Yeah. Uh, and you can do several things. It could be you may more not just learning Spanish. It could be some other things too. Just think of different things because you've got a lot of
yeah, yes.
time, right? You got a lot of time.
Mm.
You might want to
Maybe
do
writing.
you might want to do several different things at once, you know? Maybe you could learn to, well, maybe I could be one of those great famous writers. Yeah, I mean, you could possibly play with that idea if you wanted to, you know? But, but make sure you have fun with it, regardless of whether you have any success right away, you know? Enjoy the journey. If you enjoy the journey, almost guaranteed you're going to get better, you know, and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it's no trouble to keep going then. You don't have to worry about push yourself, you know.
Yeah. Maybe ha we have the we have not the environment to speak Spanish or
Well, well, yeah, but you could create it. I mean, I'm sure you can find some online person that's in Spanish to speak with. I'm sure you could. Of course, it could be, by the way, from I know a little bit about Spanish. It's spoken somewhat differently in different countries. So if you speak Colombian Spanish, maybe the people in Cuba won't be able to understand you, you know, so
oh yeah,
much.
yeah.
So you need to decide which Spanish are you going to
So
are
maybe
you
I
going to speak the
split.
Spanish in Spain or the Spanish in Colombia or the Spanish in Venezuela or the Spanish in, because there's many countries that speak Spanish, you know.
Yes, maybe I learned something useless.
Well, but if you don't worry about too much about whether it's useful or not, I mean, just if you enjoy it, if you enjoy, and you can maybe, and I'm sure you could find some people to speak. Maybe they want to speak Chinese, you know.
Yes,
They can try to speak Chinese to you, and you could try to speak Spanish to them. You could probably find such a person online. Online we can. It's amazing what we can find nowadays if you search for it. You know,
yeah,
like we could
okay.
ask Chat GPT. Let's do that. Do you use Chat GPT very much?
Uh, in China we use
You a deep
DeepSeek.
seek. Oh, deep seek is good
Yeah.
too. Okay, but this is Chat GPT. So I'm going to say, um, I'm just going to pretend to be you. I am Chinese, and I am learning Spanish. Uh, would there be a way to hook up online with someone who speaks whose native language uh, is Spanish, and would like to practice their Chinese. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT says about that. I misspelled Chinese. Okay, hello talk. Okay, these are dedicated language exchange. See, right there. Hello, talk, tandem, and speaky. Those are three language exchange totally dedicated
Oh,
to just what we're talking about. See?
yes.
Okay. And you can ask
Okay.
DeepSeek the same thing. And DeepSeek will come up with its own answer, but maybe with the same. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, especially with the internet, it's just so much resources out there now, you know?
Yes. Yes.
So,
It's a powerful.
yeah. And then you're being useful. You're being useful. You're helping them with their Chinese while they're helping you with your Spanish, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have enough, I mean, so you can really, of course, we just talked about is one idea of Spanish, but there's other things you might want to consider.
Yeah.
Some sort of things that can maybe builds in some way, towards the future,
Yes, maybe I have to learn something more, how to say, close to close to reality, maybe
Close to
something.
reality. You mean more useful? More everyday? Do you mean more everyday useful?
More, how to say, more practical.
Okay. So yeah, so there's many types of things that are practical. You could, I don't know, do you want to learn to be a great cook? Maybe that's practical. Uh,
I don't want
okay,
how
well,
to
I'm
be a
not
cook.
saying, but but you start thinking, okay, what are some practical things that maybe I don't know how to do so well, or it could be helpful if I can do better, you know, and and uh, or maybe they might not be so practical now, but in a future situation, they might be very practical,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
it depends upon the circumstance you're in, whether something is practical or not, right? Like, like if I speak Tagalog, okay, that's a language called,
Taco.
Tagalog, okay. If I speak
Oh,
Tagalog, in most places in the world, that is not going to be very helpful or practical for me to speak Tagalog. But they
oh,
speak that in the Philippines. So if I'm in the
oh,
Philippines and I have a lot of people I'm interacting with that speak that, it's going to be very practical then, right? So it depends upon the circumstance whether something's practical or not, right?
yes.
So, okay. So, so what's your next step, Ibeen?
Mm, uh, now uh, every day I read some books, literature,
Okay.
and learn and listen to audio
Okay.
uh, mm, for 30 minutes every
Okay.
day.
So I'm talking about
English audio.
what I think this is what you're already doing, right? You're already doing this.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what are your new steps? What are the new action you're going to take now?
New action. Mm, maybe I do some writing.
Maybe.
To yeah, yes, maybe writing and uh, try to learn uh, another foreign language,
Okay.
maybe
Uh,
Spanish
okay.
or
Yeah. Yeah, that's
or other.
yeah, in terms of how many people speak language in the world, Spanish after English. I mean, English is first, in terms of because it's the world language. Okay, but after English, probably Spanish is next in terms of the most widely spoken in the world.
Yeah.
Of course, Chinese is number one. You already know that. And
Mm, but the most important, maybe I should find a interesting way
oh, of course,
to
that's mostly, yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah, even if you think that, well, okay, this would be interesting or good, but then, of course, number one thing, invent a process you can enjoy. And maybe you have to even experiment with it, but yeah. Because if you're not enjoying the process, then you're going to give up. Like after a month, you give up Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it wasn't a good thing to do, but you didn't invent you need to invent a good process for it. Okay. All right. Thank
Yes.
you, Ibeen.
Thank you.
Mhm. Um, Katrina, are you there?
Yes, Dwight.
Would you
So
like to?
let me find it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. Um, would you like to share with us and uh, give me a problem?
Okay. Um, so since it's a quite small group,
Mhm.
can I first give some feedback
Yes,
or
please.
my feelings about if I mean
Mhm.
these Yvette or Alvin is
Mhm.
also would like to hear.
Mhm.
Um, so for Yvette, as a grown up who's been to the United States, um, and there are many resources you can probe. And so Yvette, are you there?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, so nice to meet you. And as you mentioned, you are a freshman and you would like to know making your university more interesting. So I would recommend, besides Dwight's website, and there's also a person like Zhang Xuefeng. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes, I heard
Oh,
this.
okay, I think he is. I listen to his this blogs, and one thing I'm quite a very deep impression is like in university, the resources are not come to you. It's for you to probe the resources in the university. So the most important thing for university students, you can just get to know your professors, to know how they're good at, to really find these great professors. Like Dwight says, some teachers are really energetic about the psychology or the subjects, so you can come to them. So this is more
That's a
social.
great idea. You would
Okay,
find
yeah,
maybe there's one or two professors in psychology that are really the best, and see if you can
or
learn from
yes,
them.
in some areas that you are interested in,
Hmm.
it's up to you to, come to the professors and find these opportunities.
Mm.
Because if you
Mm.
wait, the professors don't come to you.
Mm.
So you just get familiar with because Hunan University is quite good. You need to know who are the best universities professors there. What's their um, like research topics, and find someone and really come to them and get friends with professors. I mean, these are more social. We call this social abilities.
Mhm.
Um, you just get yourself, win more resources in this area.
Mm.
Ultimately, you will find a job. I would very practically think to have a good job, great career would be the foundations for a happy life. Maybe I'm practical because psychology can be competitive. Um, I mean, for graduates, there's not many good positions there ready for you. So
But she can just be a life coach then. So
yeah,
that
or there are other jobs. No need to be psychologist, but
yes.
really, but just some feelings, or mostly are from Mr. Zhang Xuefeng. If you can find more of his information from him.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
thank
you.
you. There's um for Albin.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I'm really admire that people choose to quit
Mm.
and really find some living purposes and live a happier life if we
Mm.
say we need to tie it in our everyday
Mm.
job.
Mm.
So one thing I can think is people are doing these blogs on like Tweety, or in China there's a Bilibili or Redbook. So people just blog their everyday life and developments, achievements on that. I would think that could be something Abin can do. He has time, and if he can blog what he's doing and contribute to other people, that can make money too. But I just, it's a
Mm.
way. You're just
Okay.
living like Dwight. You are living a great life, and I would look into that blogs. If
Mm.
people blog, if they don't work, and how can they can survive and live well and happy, that would be a good example for me. So
Okay. Thank
I
you.
would, as a one of the participants, I would like to hear more from Albin in the future sessions, like how much he has been achieved and what's new feelings or achievements. So something I would be interested to know. Yes, because I would assume he has more time and can experience more things.
Mm,
Okay,
good point.
thank you. So with my things, I think I just experiencing some difficulties at child rearing, dealing with kids. I would think maybe kids are different in nature. Some kids are different, at least. So maybe I can, because Dwight doesn't have raised kids, but it can be similar to dealing with another adult or another people. So like with my kids, if I want to arrange some things, she didn't want. She just scream and, doing everything she can to, express his, maybe kids are different. I have one of this type of kids. So I would think she has a very big ego. Like he wants to do something, he wants to do it. So maybe I'm not good at establishing the statue like mom shall overpower her. But now it's like I feel like sometimes I just like, okay, you do what you want. I don't feel the power. I'm very powerless at this. So
Okay. So are you, I know you have two daughters. Are we talking about the younger daughter or
the
older daughter?
younger
Okay.
one. The bigger
Okay.
is 10. I think she's more reasonable. I
Okay.
mean, as an adult.
And how old is the younger one?
The younger one is 6.5, so almost
Yeah.
7.
Okay. And what is her name? Katie?
Yes.
Katie. Okay. All right. So let's get a specific recent example. I'd like to have a sense of a specific recent example where you had some difficulty.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
you?
very
And
okay.
and
I
and
could
don't
quote
tell
it.
me about your conclusions. Just give me the
Okay.
details,
Yes,
okay?
it's very small things like when he's eating this fruit and he just spill out and put it in his clothes and in the floor. So I'm
Okay.
kind of showing disapprove, I think. I would think at this your age you should be more capable. So I just say why you just make some disapproval and then I just say you clean this up. Then I think her feedback would be very
Well, are
angry.
you giving me a specific example? I don't, you're
Um,
generalizing. I want a specific
okay.
recent
But
example.
okay, like this morning when she was eating some fruits I
Yes.
prepared and she spilled out and
Okay.
onto the clothes and then to
Okay.
the floor. It's a
Okay.
bit messy.
Sure.
Um, I would I just kind of disapprove or scold him but
Sure.
this is naturally come from mom. I just think, oh, why you just be so careless and then
Mhm.
please clean it up. But
Sure.
maybe okay.
And then
Then
what?
she
And then what?
just
And what she did? How did
yeah,
she?
just
Wait,
she
wait,
get angry.
wait. Okay,
Okay.
so she got angry back. So she got
Mm-hmm.
angry, and so tell me,
Okay.
what did
She
she do? What did
yeah,
she do?
she just kind of just lie down and say blah blah, just show some unhappiness
Okay,
about
so
my feedback.
okay, so
Uh-huh.
she got angry and she lay down and acted unhappy.
Yes, and then I would scold more. Then I say, I
Then
just asked you to, pick them up and clean up.
okay, so then you're blaming her and
Yes, kind of
about
that.
that.
Keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and then how did
And
she
then she
respond
would
to
just
that?
throw things and yes,
Right,
and throw things and just in the opposite way. She's
sure,
not cooperate. She's
sure.
in a very the other opposite way. So this
Okay.
is I feel it's very a very big, like a very spoiled kid. This is
Mhm.
one case. And
Okay,
this I can tell you one more.
wait. No,
Okay.
one's enough.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But the
So,
other one is different. Okay.
well, yeah, but let's just hey, don't overwhelm me, okay?
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
let's one at a time. Let's see what we can learn. Okay.
Yep.
So, um, so what would you, if you could have it be different, how would you like it to be different? If you could have it different, how would you like it to be different?
Maybe this time the difference is on me. I cannot wish him or her to do differently. Maybe I just can be not scold him. Like I can just say, can you pick them up or clean them up in the first place? Versus, show some, disagreement or some scold on him. So this
Right.
is there isn't anything that I can do differently.
Okay. So you'd like to change, you'd like your own behavior to be different here.
Yes, I
Mhm.
don't see I can change her
Okay.
by doing, even a
Well,
angry mom or
well,
something.
if you can, it won't be that way. Because the more you push, the more she pushes back, right? Yeah. Okay. So the first step is to recognize your powerlessness.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have these thoughts. Oh, I'm the mom. She should obey me. I should be able to control this. Okay. The fact is, you can't. Okay. Uh, you may have some influence, but you do not have control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Okay.
the more that you try to exert control by blame, see, blame and disapproval is a type of trying to control the other person that
Mm.
almost always has more cost than benefit. Almost always. Okay. And
That's-
then she blames you back, right?
No, I don't know why she's just losing temper that
Well,
easily,
because
just like
she's
his
blaming
father.
you back. In her world, you're
Okay,
the bad
in
guy.
her way.
Yeah,
Okay,
in her
okay.
world,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I'm not
Okay.
talking. I'm not talking with her now, so I don't know. Okay, but in her world,
Yeah.
you're the dominating
Mm-hmm.
mother, and this is my life or whatever.
Yeah, disapproval.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
could
All
be.
right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you know, you have a success. You have kids. These things are going to happen. Okay. I don't know
Mm.
if she intentionally uh, spilled her fruit or not, but it may have just been unintentional, and she just
No, not intentionally.
okay.
Okay.
She was just
I would
clum
assume it's unintentional, I think.
yes. So it was
Clumsy, yeah.
maybe just clumsy. Okay, that happens. Uh,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so okay. So I mean, there are many different ways you could have responded. I mean, first of all, you could recognize, hey, you, if you try to do that behavior like you do, if you just let your automatic reaction come out, it's pretty predictable. You just damaged your relationship with your daughter, okay?
Yes.
And you didn't get what you wanted anyway, right?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I know it's automatic. Look at all in your head. Look at all I do for her. Why can't she do this? Maybe it seems unfair. You may have all those
Mm.
conversations.
Mm.
I'm just guessing,
Mm-hmm.
Katrina. Um,
Oh,
but she's just
just,
being a
just,
six.
yes. Why be so touchy? Yeah.
She's being a typical
Six,
six and a
almost
half year.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and different kids are different ways. So there's no
Yes, I think this is,
maybe your other daughter wasn't that way at this age, okay? Um, but
I won't expect kids to be like that. I mean, so touchy. I mean, I
well,
would think
yeah,
there's
yeah,
some other
you
reasons.
expect them to be the way that she's not.
Okay.
So if you expect her to be the way she's not and you fight with that, you're going to lose, lady.
Okay, please
And
remember
you're
that.
both going to lose, okay? She is given the situation, especially when you now. I'm not saying you should do this, Katrina, but I'm just going to give you one idea of a different response, okay? Just one idea.
Okay. Yes.
It may seem unfair
Mm-hmm.
to you, but if when she spilled her fruit, oh, oh, you spilled your fruit. That's sort of interesting. Um, is it okay
Mm-hmm.
if I clean it up?
Okay.
And then you
Yeah.
clean it up, you know?
Yeah, that would be a very nice mom
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I'm not saying, hey, look, if there's some pattern here where you really think she's trying to annoy you and take advantage of you, okay, that's a different story. But probably she was just being clumsy, like kids are clumsy, you know? Even adults can be
Yes. Mm-hmm.
clumsy. I'm clumsy
Yes.
sometimes. I'm clumsy sometimes. You know,
Mhm.
I break
But you
things.
are but you are mature enough to clean this up and, just
Well,
take the consequences.
no, I'll just tell my assistant to clean it up.
Mm.
I'm not mature
Then you
enough.
pay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay,
No, no,
yeah,
no.
well, yeah,
We are.
ultimately, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
but, and, and you could leave it there and see whether she wants to clean it up or not, but, but, but if you want to have a clean table or a
Okay.
clean
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
floor, then probably this is the only way.
Yes. Yes.
Probably this is
Yes.
going to always. But if you can just say, "Hey, let me ask you a question. In
Yeah.
your relationship with Katie, yes, there are costs to be with Katie. Is there a cost to have daughters? There's cost. There's cost, and
God. Mhm.
there's a benefits. Tell me all the benefits of being the mother of Katie. Tell me all the benefits you get
Mhm.
from being the mother of Katie. Tell me about the benefits of being the mother of Katie.
Okay. Okay. Just be the mother of a kid. I mean, that's the
Yeah, so tell me the
um
benefits. Yeah, every day. What?
mhm.
Tell me about the pleasures of having this young lady in your life.
Okay. Yes. Like in the morning when I wake up, I see her face. It's really
Yeah,
a very nice, beautiful
yeah, mhm,
creature, animal.
yeah,
So
yes.
you just feel
Mhm,
um yes, feel the happiness, and
yeah,
then
mhm,
and there are some other interactions when I find her, some talents or
yeah.
something that the good side of her that makes me happy.
Yeah, by the
And
way,
also
there
she
is no bad
is good
side.
in many ways as well.
There, there's sides that you like and there's sides you don't like, okay? But there's no good and bad, okay?
Okay, yes,
Okay.
the
So
good thing
yeah,
and
so you
good
so
things she
but
did for me.
these are the
So,
benefits, when you see that smiling face, and how lucky maybe you even think how lucky I am to have a healthy daughter like this. I don't know how you think about the gratitude that you create for having that amazing
okay.
daughter, that you have in Katie, and
Yeah.
but I want you to
Yes.
look at all the benefits. Because hey, let's just imagine. I know this is just imagination. Let's just imagine. Hey, we can remove Katie from your life. We can just remove her.
No,
We're gonna
no,
remove the
there's
benefits along with
okay.
there's
Mm-hmm.
cost to being with Katie. Yes, there are costs. She's gonna
Mm-hmm.
spill
Mm-hmm.
fruit sometime. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
if you look at
Mm-hmm.
all the benefits, all right, and you look at all the costs, are the benefits more than the cost, which is higher? Are the benefits more than the cost, or the cost more than the benefits of having Katie in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, which one's more?
Okay. Mhm. Oh, I don't know. There are
You
more
don't
challenges there
know.
as well, but
You don't
I
know
don't
if the
know. I
benefits are
mean,
more than the cost.
well, then
Hey, you
what you
can be honest.
define
You can be
benefit to
honest.
me?
You can be honest. You can say no.
Yes, I'm not
If I could
sure.
just give her up and
Yeah.
not feel guilty, if somebody else would just take her out of my hands,
Oh.
and she'd be okay with that. Just imagine somebody else could take her out of your hands. Okay, you would no longer have her in your life. You know, would you do that? And she'd be happy. Let's just imagine she'd be
I'm
happy
not
with that.
sure. Yeah.
You're not
Yes.
sure. Well,
That
then
could
you
be an
then you,
option.
well
Yes, I'm
well
not sure if I would choose that way, but that I would keep that as an option. But
okay.
I'm not sure. Even if that situation exists, I would still do that. But and now I just tell you, I'm not sure. So
Well, then
I'm
you
a bit
better be
scared
sure,
about
lady.
future
See,
challenges
see,
there.
why
So
don't you be
what?
sure? You're either happy you have a daughter or you're not. Get clear about it. Okay? Because this is on the
Mm,
edge. You're on the edge here. Oh, just one more thing, daughter, and then I'm going to give you away. You know?
no, okay.
Well, that's how you're
But
acting,
there's no.
Katrina. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you're acting. You know? I mean, as long as you have Katie, you declare, wow. I mean, and start looking for all those benefits that you get from being with her.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying there can't be more benefits. Okay. I'm not saying we can't do things to increase the benefits. Okay. But, but you got to
Mm-hmm.
get, you already have a good deal. Yes, there's cost. She spills fruit on the table. Okay. You know, and,
Okay.
and, Uh, but
Yeah.
don't make more costs. See, you're making more costs. You scream at her, you blame her, you disapprove of her, and you push back and forth. You create more costs. You know.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, you make one point. Yes, for
I make one
this.
point.
Yes, at this point, with this point, I mean,
Mhm.
I create more
Yeah,
costs.
yeah,
Hmm.
sure. Yeah. Even if you say there's more cost, you create even more costs than you would have. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now, if there's we can look at how to reduce the cost, increase the benefits, okay? But you start to listen. I don't know
Hmm.
for sure, but if somehow Katie was taken out of your life, somehow magically she was taken out of your life, there was no guilt or anything, you would miss her. You would miss her.
Yes, yes,
You
definitely.
would miss her.
Yeah.
Oh my, and you would start to love her. You start to feel the love for her more than you do now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
because it would be taken away. All these things that you have would be taken away that you're not even noticing. You're not even being grateful for. You know, you know. When I lived in Colombia, there was a little elevator that took me up to the fourth floor. Sometimes that elevator broke, so a day or two I have to climb the stairs.
Hmm.
When the elevator gets fixed, I'm so grateful for the elevator. It was there all the time, but I wasn't grateful for it all the time. Your daughter is there. Be grateful for her. Don't have her, don't, she doesn't have to be taken away from you to notice how precious she is to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there's these challenges. Okay, yeah, we will, yeah, but but
Yes.
but
Hmm.
you gotta get clear, Katrina. Whatever
Hmm.
costs there are, especially if you don't increase them. If you increase them, it's, you know, but if you don't increase these costs, the benefits are gotta be worth more than the costs. You've got, I mean, I just get a chance to sort
Hmm.
of meet your daughter a few times, but you got an amazing young woman there, you know?
Yes, she's cute. I mean, in
Yeah. And she's
sometimes like
and
she can
she's
be a depth.
smart, and I'm sure she's smart too, isn't she? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this kid, I think it's kind of a bit unusual. I would
Oh, well,
use. Maybe
great,
I need to.
fantastic. You got an
Uh,
unusual kid.
okay, so I
Be
need
great.
to,
Be
really know more about her. I mean,
Well,
this is
and
like
know about
every day.
yeah, and know more about yourself. But start to be grateful for whoever she is. Be grateful for that,
Okay. Yes.
and be
Remember
curious
that.
about her. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you can stop. Maybe you can think before you react. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You're a child. You call her spoiled. You're spoiled. You're spoiled that you think you can just
Oh, am I? Yes.
scream out and show disapproval to your child. You're the spoiled one here, not her.
Mm, okay. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Okay.
What do you think? Yes, no?
Maybe I
May
need to.
argue with me if
Um.
you don't agree. Do you need to go?
Oh, no. Yes, I can talk. So I need to try differently,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you suggested to
yeah,
make the costs smaller and see. So I'm not
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and catch
you know.
yourself. Catch yourself. See if you can catch
Yes.
yourself
Mm-hmm.
before you let your hey, why did you do that? Hey!
Yes, yes. This is a bit
You know
the new challenge for me. I mean, to do differently and see how things go. And so,
how would you feel if somebody did that to you? You know, you don't feel good. You know,
hmm
nobody likes to be disapproved of and blamed. You know,
okay. Yeah.
yeah. And it doesn't mean there's not ways that could possibly a correction could be put in. Okay, but even if there's not, just oh, you spilled some stuff. Can I clean it up? Okay, let me clean it up. Okay, and it's over
Yes.
with. You
Yes.
know, but no, you want to create more costs. Let's put some more cost in here.
hmm
Let's make my daughter want to even rebel more with me, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I will do differently and see how it's going. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank
Maybe I
you.
have more
All right.
different challenges. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dwight.
Thank
Okay.
you. All
hmm
right.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so let's begin to finish up today. Yvette, are you there? Yvette, are you there? Maybe she stepped away. Um, Ibeen, can you,
Yeah.
yeah. Can you tell me what's the most important thing you learned for today out of today?
Uh, 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 find a interesting way.
Okay,
Enjoy the
interesting,
process.
enjoyable ways. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's
Uh,
if you can learn that principle and keep that in your life, that's a very fundamental, valuable principle. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, great.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
And Katrina gave me a good uh, good idea to open a
What
vlog.
idea did she give you?
She gave me maybe I have time to.
Oh,
But
the blogging idea.
yeah, yes,
Okay, yep, yep, yeah, sure.
I
Yeah,
can
there's all these
try.
blogs that you can experiment with, you know, and see, and maybe people will give you some feedback, you know. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. It's amazing what's available in today's world. We never had it before, you know. Yeah,
yes. It's really developed online
yes, yes. Okay. Um,
online work.
okay. Thank you for today. Yvette,
Thank you.
are you still there or are you still gone? Katrina, do you have any final thoughts on today before we finish up?
No, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you, Or.
All
Yeah,
right.
nice
All right.
talking to you, Or.
So,
Yeah,
so the next, by the way, I'm just going to be doing once a month now. So the next one will be the first Sunday of next month. Okay. All right. So
good. Yeah, thank you,
see you then. Bye
Dwight.
bye. Bye
Okay,
bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye.